Final traders, it is May 23rd on a Monday. Real quick update on BTC because I have to head out again. Unfortunately, I haven't really been watching the charts at all. I had two alerts, one for the lows and one for the highs, and it's literally we've been in the middle of it for the past maybe give or take a week or so. When the oscillators become a certain way when it comes to behavior, when it starts seeing stuff like this, where you're just chopping around in the mid zone, I just step away from charts. There's no reason for me to be on the charts anymore. I know better. We've literally done nothing since the last time that I opened up the longs. We're still sitting in the same fucking position. BTC has not done anything pivotal. So what usually happens after we start zigzagging with the oscillators, two things take place. A trap, whether it's a bullish or a bearish trap, and then a pivotal move. So until I see a trap, I'm not really going to be opening up new positions. I don't care. I don't care to short yet, right? So anyway, level to level play. Wednesday low is sitting at roughly about 28.6, right? And you have three untested lows. So you have one May 14th, one May 18th, one May 20th. To me, that is death. Pretty confident, high conviction. We're going to go down there sometime this week. I would hope. Wait, what's today? This is this week, 30th, before the end of the month, basically, for the monthly close. Now, in the event that we do not go down there, right? In the event that we do not go down there, I need to close everything. In the event that we do not go down there, I want to show you guys something. There is a scenario which I'm not favoring because it's too low of a probability, where this is your dip, and this is your div play, and this dump that we just had from $37,000, right? This little box over here is the trap, and this whole thing sends you up overall macro-wise, right? Overall macro-wise to $53,000. So there is a scenario. Oscillators do not back this up, by the way, guys. I don't know anything about Elliott waves. All I'm telling you is that there is a scenario that this specific dump right here is the trap, which leads you to a higher low, which then leads you to a move up to $53,000. Do I think this is in play? No, I don't. But I need to show it to you guys because it's still there and it could play out, right? Because it's just a probability game, right? So I don't think that this is in play, but I want you guys to see this. There is a possibility that this does play out, okay? Where you go up, hit 37s, come back down, make a higher low, basically retest the breakdown. Do not break under $30,000 after that. You go back into your range, and this will be your range, right? You close above this blue line in the bullish case, and then you head up to $53,000 within the next couple of months, right? This is not going to happen overnight, okay? There is a play. I'm going to say it one more time. The oscillators do not support this at all, but it's there, and I'm showing it to you guys. Now, let's be more realistic with where we are and what we're dealing with. On the lower time frame, give or take about, say, the 1 hour, you could easily tell, you could easily tell that we're in the middle of a trap right now. We already took current Wednesday high at 30,700. To me, there's no reason to be up here other than to trap. So two things are going to happen. We're going to reject now within the next maybe 24 hours, and we're going to start trembling down. And the first level of interest is going to be roughly about 29.9, which is also going to be a flat open that took place here at roughly about 30,000. If I'm not mistaken, it's 30,000. Let me see it. Let me see. I need to open this up. Hold on. No. There you go. Yeah. So 30,000, $29.9 thousand, $29.9 flat open. That's gonna be the first target because you have a view up in the bottom, and it's also current Monday low, which I think is too close to a weekly open. You need to spread this Monday low type of thing. Basically, Monday creates a range where you have your high, you have all the way your low, and then your weekly open is somewhere in the middle. When you have everything bunched up together, it's just pending a pivotal move. Anyway, go back to your regular charts so you guys can see. So I think we're about to get slapped and go down. If we do not and we go up, target of interest is $31.3 thousand. Which one is that? That's the weekly open. There is also a flat open over here sitting at roughly about 31.3. Now, in the event that we do take that and we get above that, right? What's the next target? Talking about your Wednesday high. Again, same thing I said a couple of weeks ago. Your range is your previous Wednesday low at 27.7 and your previous Wednesday high at 32.1. Anything in between is chop. I'm open to long in the bottom. I'm open to short in the top. Anything in between is chop, completely chop. So there is a possibility where we don't even go up there. because if you look at the current range that we're in right now, and you delete all this nonsense, just look at the actual range itself, played range to range play. This is your price action range. Forget about levels, monthly opens, Wednesdays and stuff like that, and Mondays. This is your level play right here. Look at this. This is your level play. So the realistic price action on the lower time frame is 30,741, which we already tapped, right? And we already took liquidity, and we're not going to go revisit the overthrow. Makes sense. And the bottom, 28.3. So what is more realistic right now? For this thing to break to the top side and be bullish, or for this thing to trap, come back down, and then target $28,000? You have 1, you have 2, and you have 3. These lows don't sit well with me, unfortunately for me, okay? Now, go to the oscillators real quick on the daily time frame. No algo fire, extremely fucking bearish. The first algo fire should be a dump. Hello, just like this. Let's see what we did here. What do we do here? We pumped. Look at this. We did a wick. We consolidated, and we pumped. Consolidated, and hopefully we pump, right? Then algo fire. Once we got the red squeeze right here, boom, red squeeze. No red squeeze yet. Green, orange dots, which is an algo fire. No orange dots yet. Once you get the algo fire, what did BTC do? It died. Adios, amigos. And then, what else do you guys see? Well, most importantly is first bottom, right? It's a retest, right? So the first bottom came here, and that was your retest. And the retest was, yep, pretty much your low. Now, first bottom, where's your retest? This thing still has to do this. That'll be your long, similar to this. So I don't think that we are anywhere near a macro bottom. Are we near a relief bottom? Hell yeah, of course. I'm only looking for longs. I don't care for the shorts. But let's be honest, guys. We're not going to get above $34,000 with ease, right? 34,000 is a monster level, and then 37,000 is another monster level. So you got one over here, which is incredibly hard to get above. And then you have that 34, which is the wick, which was this high right here. Hold on. Right there. Boom. So these are the two pivotal levels. So even if we do this, we could also come all the way back down and just do a bear div. I mean a bull div. Very careful. I'm not doing any leverage trading at all. I don't care for it. Unfortunately, guys, it comes to the point that you need to get away from charts, recoup, study some materials, and tell yourself, is watching this chop worth my time right now? And it's not. You set alerts, and you tell yourself, okay, if my range is here, or whatever it is, 27.7 or 28,000, whatever you decide to put on, whatever you want to work with, until we break above or below these levels, step away from the charts. You know, because look what we did since May 20th. We've just been grinding up. And to be honest with you, this right here, this pump up, it's going to get retraced, right? Unless we're that bullish. But how can we be bullish? How can we be bullish? Go to your 12-hour. I'm going to leave you with this, guys. Go to your 12-hour. We dumped back in original all-time highs, 59%. And then it took us 69 days of just chopping and accumulating in a, how big of a range? In a 53% range, okay? Right. So here, we dumped since all-time highs all the way down. 69%, right? Now, once we dump down to 69%, how long have we been going sideways for? 11 days. So how do you compare these two? Tell me, how do you compare this to this? You can't. Makes no sense at all. The only way that this is logical rather, is that if this ends up being the trap, like I said before. So this is your range. This is your accumulation. This is your accumulation, right? This is your 50% range, or whatever you want to call it, 40% range. This is your 40% range, okay? Doesn't matter, just doesn't have to be exact, right? So if these are your two ranges, this is the only thing that makes sense to me, and I don't have a case for it, right? And now we're doing a bear trap. To accumulate under the range before we go up. But if that's the case, if this ends up being a bear trap and this is the accumulation, we're not stopping at $53,000. right? We're not stopping at 53 if that's the case. This is going to end up being a massive move to the top side, at least bare minimum 150 to 200%, if not a lot more. This did roughly about 130%, right? This is going to do a lot more than that, because if this did 130% without trapping really any bears, all we did was just reaccumulate. This is a trap. We're talking about bare minimum, say 200 something percent. Double of that. Yeah, we're talking about like $76,000. I can't see that happening with what's going on right now in the world. I can't. I think we need a lot more sideways. And if this really is the accumulation and that we're just trapping people right now, like anything under $34,000 is considered a macro trap, then by all means, let it go down to 23, 24K, sweep the current low that we just put in, right? This is your current low that we just put in. Let's put a little bit of a, again, guys, I'm a pretty logical person when it comes to macro, because I use a lot of the oscillators. So I'm not just coming out with shit out of my ass. I don't see a bullish scenario here. That's my only concern, right? Well, hold on, I gotta see something. Why is this thing pumping so much? Did it hit something? It took the, wow. I didn't catch this. It took the lows before all-time highs. I didn't catch this. Holy shit. Wow, this is what happens when you don't put alerts, man. Look at this. This is a freaking golden long. What's the percentage here? Jesus Christ, this is not gonna stop. This is gonna go straight up for this retest. Wow. I'm buying, guys, I'm buying the higher low when it comes to LRC. I'm calling it right now. I'm letting you guys know. Whatever move we get from here down here, I'm buying it 100%. It's going to be a very bullish move. Anyway, back to BTC. So I have a decent perspective of what happens in the macros. I just don't know what level we're going to stop at. But if we do happen to sweep this current low, this $25,000 low, we're talking money then. Talking money, because that move is going to be up to $53,000, especially once we reclaim that 34 with a weekly close. Again, the daily can get up to 34 and get slapped by $37,000, right? This is the main level to get above, all in all, 37K. So it doesn't matter what we do at a daily level. You could just chill here, get up, consolidate, and then by the time the weekly closes, it's going to be all the way down here again, right? So be careful and be smart. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with, sorry. Level of interest post dump is going to be roughly about 23. There's a view up here somewhere. Yeah, sorry about that. Monthly view up. $22,000 to $24,000 is the next level of interest. Let me see some fair value gaps. Higher time frame. Oh, we have a lot of them down there. I'm going to go to the weekly. We have a lot of fair value gaps down here, guys. Be very careful. 2 week. A lot of them, obviously. Oh, that's a nice one right there. The 3 week. 22.8. I'm going to mark that on my actual chart. The monthly has one at 23.8. So these are the two levels that I'm going to be marking it on my chart. 23.8 and 22.87. Keep that in mind. And this one is roughly at 20,000. I don't like that. Okay, close that. And let's open up the block test. Weekly level at 17,000 to 19,000. That's not going to make me feel any better. Okay, so we're playing with the 3-day. That's a very fair point, guys. The 3-day level is sitting currently right now at 23.7 and 21.8. That's a very, very, very solid level. So we go down there, I punt, I add some spot, and then I just sit back and just relax. Just don't go crazy, guys. It's better to spend time reading, educating yourself on what could be a potential better model in the upcoming months. Personally speaking, I created a whole different trading method for myself that I can't wait to execute once I start seeing a macro trend to the top side. I'll be more than happy to share with everybody. It consists of session opens, obviously the range that we play with on a weekly basis, but most importantly, it's the FVG with the blocks. I'll explain everything when the upcoming months show us some bullish reaction. Guys, cheers, trade safe, and we'll talk in Discord.